Morning, Hendrix. How's it going? How are you doing? Good, man. Good. It's what we like. Just planning on doing like a little hour stream while my son's napping. I need to record some dungeons for a video anyway, but it was far too laggy last night. Like, you couldn't play the game. I don't know if it's much better now, but we shall see. I don't actively have a stream delay on, no. I don't think I do anyway. So if there is a stream delay, then it's just natural YouTube stuff, I guess. Yeah, I think it doesn't help that I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. I haven't done a Shadow Moon burial ground yet. I'll have to wait and see what it's like.
Stranger, it is best to turn back.
The elements answer to me!
This was once a place of peace.
Both through Streamlabs OBS, yeah. Since like starting like making the videos on YouTube and stuff, I just kind of figured most of my like stream following is from YouTube. So it probably makes more sense for me to go down the route of doing YouTube instead. How's it going anyway, man? Are you playing Dragonflight or are you chilling this time around? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Nice, man. I mean, you're more than good enough, so why not, eh?
Marked by lightning!
Yeah, I mean, you spend a lot of your time playing the game, right? You kind of want more from it. I think that's understandable.
Leave this place.
I think going for Hall of Fame is pretty nice little goal to set yourself anyway. Like if you play WoW, that should be something that you're just naturally aiming for anyway. Yeah, exactly. I'm in the same boat, mate. Like you end up playing the game for too long and then you're thinking to yourself, am I actually achieving anything from it?
The elements answer to me!
Nah, I'm made up for you, man. Very happy for you.
Ancestors of the Shadow Moon, shine in the darkness. Lend me your strength. Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
Yeah, I can't really say that I've been a big thing with Riot's MMO. Not like for any, you know, major reason. It's just I just don't know. I can't see myself playing anything other than WoW. I did try playing like Final Fantasy and such, but I just couldn't get into it really. No, Master, of course you can.
Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
Yeah, this is wiping this boss. Like the boss is too close to the yard, and
Your souls will belong.
we wipe
to
this boss and then we
me.
go again. And a Master, this is the build that I'm using at the minute. So, because we're not in Shadowlands anymore, and this is the Dragonflight beta, you don't have Shadowflame Prism, so you're dropping down into Inescapable Torment. I am still playing Idle in Azoth because Echo and Void still does some damage. It's not a lot, but it's still there. And Idle of Yogg-Saron, I mean, Yogg-Saron does passive damage, so you can't really miss out on it. Feel free to pause the video and just have a look at it yourself as well. Yeah. I know what you mean. You feel bad for playing any of the game that's not WoW. No worries, man.
Ancestors of the Shadow Moon, shine. darkness. The elements answer to me.
Do a little vampiric embracings.
Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
So the way that it works when you're streaming on 2 different platforms is the chat can combine with Streamlabs. Is it going to hit the boss again? So the chat's combined, but you can only interact with the Twitch. So for example, if there was any spammer on YouTube or like any chat that I had to like block, I would have to open up YouTube and do it manually. But I can interact with the Twitch chat as I normally would.
Yes, the perfect sacrifice. The elements answer to me.
It can take a little bit of getting used to be honest.
Your souls will belong to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Streamlabs OBS, it does a good job of it, but, you know, I've actually got some subs on Twitch, so I still want to stream on Twitch without fully moving to YouTube. But at the same time, I'm doing pretty well on YouTube, so again, it's not one to neglect either one.
Restless spirits, heed my command.
Boss ceiling, I guess. Yeah.
For Ner'zhul.
I think this one of those dungeons where you just have to take a stun, you know?
Marked by lightning. Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
Like me specifically, drunks. Because, like specifically, I tend to play almost every single spec in the game
Belong to me.
during an expansion. Yeah, Boomy Vortex looking real good here.
Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
Yeah, I tend to play pretty much every single spec
Answer to
in the
me.
game during an entire expansion. I don't generally main, like swap mains, but I get a solid understanding of every single spec. Just for like my own personal enjoyment out of the game. I feel like I'm better at the game if I know the ins and outs of most of the specs. And I used to be like a raid leader, so I kind of had to know what each class slash spec could do.
Will belong to me.
So I just took it upon myself to just play every spec. How about you? How many do you tend to play?
Restless spirits, heed my command.
I was about to say, he wants to move the boss away though. Yeah, I understand that. So it's a lot easier for me because I'm in a raiding guild. So my specs kind of just decided based off what I was playing in the last expansion or last tier. But for people that have the option to reroll and do different things, I guess it's kind of a hard choice. Yeah, I think that boss, I just think I probably could have done a little bit better. I could have probably went Psychic Voice and then spec into Tendrils. But we live and learn. Yeah, it feels better to play the niche specs right and just perform better on them, because in those few situations they are actually good. It makes you just feel a hell of a lot better at the game. I respect that. That's kind of what I tended to do before I actually bothered with raiding. So for example, I always enjoy playing Enhancement Shaman at the end of an expansion, because when you had gear you could just pump. Same goes for Feral. I played a bit of Feral at the end of Shadowlands and that was really fun. But again, I mean, everybody has that little thing in them that makes them want to, you know, pump and do good numbers and generally just be good at the game. Shadow does pretty good here at catching up. As soon as you chain pull something and you can get those extra dots out and you're generating more insanity, it feels a lot better, like spending mines here. Compared to on live, at least. So on live, it's really hard to catch up if you're chain pulling. But it fully depends on the dungeon, right? If you're in a dungeon that doesn't have the option to chain pull, you're always going to be struggling with insanity. Single target insanity is a big issue at the minute for Shadow on live. Okay, so I mean, you're probably looking at something that has 3 DPS specs then, right? Because you can just swap and play whenever you want.
None escape the void. Flee! Flee from your former masters!
Just to avoid the boredom, really, so that you have multiple specs to go to.
You cannot flee.
You gotta respect the PI and the Mindbender. Don't want to help anybody else out in this dungeon. Make sure I top damage. Yeah, again, completely understandable, Drunks. You know, if you want to think like long term over the course of an entire expansion, you kind of need to think to yourself, what are you going to enjoy long term? Because whilst Dragonflight is extremely ult friendly in terms of the only catch mechanic that you really have to contend with is just gearing up. You know, you'll have a lot of time to actively level up and make sure you got characters there, but it's not the same as picking something to main.
I don't have a thought.
Just maggots swarming to the corpse of a dying god.
I mean, you could probably Warlock again. I know everybody says Warlock, but Warlock has 3 solid specs. There's always going to be something, you know, playable that tickles your fancy. Because Affliction, Demo, and Destro all have different like playstyles as well. So it's very unlikely you'll get bored. Same as Mage. Like Frost, Fire, and Arcane again, all completely different playstyles, you know. So either of them with triple specs. Hey Adam, man, how's it going? I'm glad to hear it, dude. Like, Priest is a... Regardless of what anybody says, I find Priest to just be fun, right? So the Discord's kind of chilled out a little bit now. You get a lot of people, you know, actually commenting and saying that it doesn't feel as bad. So that's what I'm kind of trying to get my head around at the minute, is, you know, the comparison between Dragonflight level 70 and Shadowlands level 60. Because a lot of people just seem generally unhappy with that. So, hello Purple Lucky mate. I'll show me muscles on stream one day, how about that? So, specifically in regards to like Affliction Warlock, it feels extremely fun in lower keys, and primarily just because you can spread your dots, right? Like you can instantly spread your dots, you can get straight into the damage, there's not really much of a ramp up. And now Affliction is the same level of tankiness that Demo was as well, because every single spec has Soul Link now. So that's really nice to actually have in your utility. So in regards to single target on Shadow Priest, you can pretty much do what you want. So it's... I'm not going to say Mind Spike doesn't give out more damage, because it does. Mind Spike will net you more damage over the course of a single target fight, but you're not forced into playing it if it's not like your cup of tea, you know. There are other options, there are Mind Spikeless builds that you could play, but that's up to you. It depends on the kind of player you are, you know. If you're a raider and you don't want to give up that little bit of extra damage, I think it's like 3 or 4%, then you probably will end up wanting to play Mind Spike. But if you really can't get to like the rotation and, you know, enjoying it, there's no point in you playing it, because you're just going to make yourself hate the game. Yeah, I mean, rotation help is a nice way to get into a spec, but I wouldn't put all your trust in them. Essentially with Mind Spike, what you're doing is you're just making sure to use it when it procs the instant cast, otherwise you're just losing out on damage. Other than that, you're just filling with Mind Flay Insanity. That is the issue with Shadow at the minute on live, or sorry, well, on Shadowlands. It's an issue where your Insanity gen is that bad to the point where you cannot actively maintain Mind Flay Insanity and Devouring Plague. So you're spending a lot more time. Sorry, one sec, I just want to try and do some of the damages here. Yeah, so at the minute, on the main issue for single target Shadow Priest is just the Insanity gen is rubbish. In AoE, it's not too bad. No, you're not going to be spamming it. But yeah, I mean, if you want to play it, like, without, then there's definitely builds out there.
The elements answer to me.
Yeah, Sanity gen on AoE really isn't an issue, at least at level 70. But I can understand why people aren't happy with it at the minute on, like, the Shadowlands servers. Because as soon as you get your dots rolling, it's perfectly fine. And when Screams of the Void's fixed as well. I haven't done PvP in a long time, I'm afraid. I have some people asking me like about Shadow Priest in PvP, and I don't want to like give an answer because I don't play it enough. I feel like I'm not qualified, you know. I'm sure there are some Shadow Priest PvPers out there, but I wouldn't want to give you false information. Because I don't have like access to actually test out these things. Because I could go into like solo shuffle or go into ranked arena on the beta and test stuff out, but I still wouldn't understand the intricacies of it all. Yeah, sure. I will link you the Shadow Priest Discord in just a minute. it's not by any means like the gospel. There's a lot of builds on there that just don't really resonate well, and I've been knocked. Sorry team, me talking and trying to remember mechanics from the 5-year-old expansion isn't exactly the best thing to do. But yeah, I'll send you the Discord link because they have quite a lot of builds on there. But also, I've got a Discord as well. You could join my Discord and they have the builds in there as well. It's completely up to you. I would just be very wary of the Shadow Priest Discord at the minute, just because there's quite a few people that are not enjoying the spec at the minute, and they're kind of pushing that on other people. Completely your choice though. Yeah, I do want to get more into PvP and Dragonflight for sure. It's just I haven't really put much thought into it. I did PvP in WoD and I got like 2k. It's not high at all, but that's like the peak of my PvP. And it was a lot of time and effort, you know, to put into it just to do it. I'll link it for you just after this boss, mate.
The elements answer to me!
There you go, mate. Like, don't feel like you have to join, but I'm trying to use it just because I do some content with subs and stuff now. And people kind of wanted a little place just so they can have questions and stuff answered relatively easily. Especially when I said like the priest main one's a bit doomy gloomy. So they haven't actually fixed many specs. They're not going to do much tuning until Mythic week of Vault of the Incarnates, I'm assuming, because there's no Heroic week now. So most of the tuning will probably get done Mythic week. But I've seen on, not on beta, I've not really seen many Destro Warlocks at level 70 because I think Affliction's toolkit's just better. But in Shadowlands Mythic Plus, Destro's been doing okay, providing you're pulling big enough. So I think it's just about like pulling the right size packs and such for almost every single class, I guess, because Shadow Priest is the same.
Marked by lightning!
As soon as you lose a healer there, it's rough. So yeah, if you go into my Discord and you click talent builds, it's like a little text channel on the left. It has all the single target and AoE builds that you can use, and it's just the import. So you can just copy and paste it straight into your talents. No worries, man.
The elements and
Kindling of bone and shadow. Army of the dead, arise!
Yeah, so changing spec is free in Shadowlands, I think. I don't think you have to pay for it anymore. No, you definitely don't. The last time you had to pay for it. But in Dragonflight it's even nicer, because in Dragonflight you can just change your talents anywhere in the world. You don't have to go to a city, you don't have to, you know, run anywhere in particular, you can just change them. It's a really nice change. Really good for raiding.
Army of the dead, arise!
marked by lightning.
Hey Frogo. Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying my best, you know, trying to keep it positive for the for everybody that still wants to play the spec. Albeit it's kind of hard though. I love Priest, but like sometimes just looking at the class Discord just gets to me a bit, you know. Because again, I understand it's got issues, but there's I don't like it when people encourage other players to not play a certain class just because they don't enjoy it, right? I much prefer people to make up their own minds about it.
Across eternity.
Feels bad, man, no loot. Well, yeah, I know what you mean, Runks. I know. Alright, let's see if we can get into another key quite quickly. Yeah, I understand what you mean though, Drunks. It's people have a habit of shouting things from the rooftop.
They can't join our group.
How's everybody doing today anyway? Like, while aside, is everyone all good? Let's see what dungeon we're doing next. Hey Hamad. So that's, I think that was put in closer to the start of Dragonflight. It was a really big change and it was really nice. And I loved it at first. But the main thing was that it was nice because it actually applied stacks of Idol of Yogg-Saron. So you would get your ad a lot quicker, but now they've made this that Mindseer counts as one cast. Cheers, Niv. So any Shadow apparitions that spawn from a Mindseer cast only count as one stack of Idol of Yogg-Saron. But yeah, it has 50% chance to spawn a Shadowy Apparition now. It did used to spawn 2 on crit, but then Blizzard changed that as well. Which was the main issue with Madden and Touch, because, you know, it used to help with Shadowy Apparitions and then it used to spawn more ads. I might try Tormented Spirits though, because you can get an Idol Yogg-Saron ad every single pack with this, essentially. So it'll be pretty fun to see how many Idol Yogg-Saron ads I can get, considering in the last dungeon it did 4.3 and 1.8. So yeah, it did nearly 7, like just over 7% of my overall damage in the last dungeon. So we'll wait and see. You could tell it was a big boss dungeon with the Devouring Plague damage. Do you mean the class tree, Diobra? So the class tree is, it's a class tree for a reason, right? So in regards to how it affects Shadow, it's nothing insane. Of course, you've got to pick Shadow Fiend and Shadow Word Death, because your Mindbender at the bottom here with an Escapable Torment dealing AoE damage and increasing the duration of Mindbender. So if you didn't build into Shadow Word Death, you wouldn't have another Spender, you wouldn't have an Execute, and you wouldn't be able to do extra damage with an Escapable Torment. Power Infusion, also quite big for Shadow, and Halo or Divine Star plus Mind Games. It's all pretty important, so generally you just want to make sure you're picking up, of course, Shadow Word Death, Vampiric Embrace for raids or dungeons, Power Infusion, Halo or Divine Star, whichever you prefer, although Halo will do more healing in a raid, and then Mind Games just for the extra little bit of damage. So I guess you could argue it's pretty important. So I purposefully am not taking Psychic Link, and 15% damage just isn't enough to benefit it. So a Tyrannical Key could benefit from Idol of Cthulhu, purely just because you get a little bit of Insanity Gen. You don't really care about the damage, right? It's just the Insanity Gen you get from it, which helps out a lot on single targets. So on Tyrannical Keys, on maybe Bolstering if there's a high stacked ad. So you could play Idol of Cthulhu for more Insanity Gen, but in Mythic Plus you're not necessarily going to need it, because you can generate Insanity off pretty much everything. So the more trash you pull, the more Insanity you get, the higher damage you're going to do, because you'll be able to pump out more Mindseers. But yeah, essentially, I don't take Psychic Link because 15 into 30% of damage isn't a lot of damage. I'm instead taking Dark Evangelism because it increases all of my dot damage by 10%. So that affects AoE and single targets, whereas Psychic Link only affects your AoE. So on bosses, Dark Evangelism also scales better. I did used to use Psychic Link, but I was I was talking in my stream. I don't know where my overall damage has gone. It's just like disappeared from there, but yeah. It was 40k overall. Yeah, it's not showing my overall now, I'm afraid, but we'll get it from this dungeon anyway. You'll get to see the overall from this dungeon. But yeah, so one of my viewers and somebody that plays Shadow quite a lot noted that Psychic Link doesn't affect single targets, so on bosses you'll struggle a lot, but with Dark Evangelism you actually gain a lot from it. But yeah, we'll see what the overall's like from this dungeon. It's Ruby life pools, so it's a lot higher in AoE than Shadowmoon Burial Grounds is, so we'll see. Hello. Yeah, so haste over mastery at the minute because haste just makes everything do more damage, does more quicker damage. Screams could be worth it for sure. You end up doing more damage with it and stuff ticks quicker. You're right, mate. But I think at that point you're just getting into the bridge of personal preference, right? I might end up playing Screams in another key. I'll definitely be trying it. But as of right now, I'm just going to be happily chilling with this build.
I don't know when you're talking or not because you're well behind.
What do you mean? Like on stream?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so like delayed.
When do you get like an actual sub button?
On Twitch?
No, on YouTube.
I've had one for ages. What do you mean? Oh, like a plaque.
Actual because you get a sub button like you normally get, but then when you stream you get like it's like Twitch, like people will sub to you.
Oh, I'm not too sure about that. Oh yeah, no, it's Dragonflight beta.
Let's see. How do you get?
You don't get legendaries in the Dragonflight beta, so at the minute I can't equip any, so I'm using Inescapable Torment instead to act like I still have Shadow Flame Prism.
So you see there, like for example, this is Dr. Disrespect. You get like a join button.
Yeah, no, it's kind of awkward.
So you got your sub button and the join button.
Yeah, so join is like becoming a member, right?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Effectively like subbing onto it.
It's probably quite far into it. If I had to guess, it's probably a few thousand subs.
Oh no, you can just turn it on.
Oh really?
Yeah, on a computer, sign into your Google account, go to the memberships page, click get started and follow the on-screen instructions.
Alright, okay. Didn't know that.
Might be worth doing.
Maybe.
Because people might want to...
I doubt it, but I can turn it on.
I mean...
It doesn't do anything for turning it. Like, it's better than having it off, innit?
No, because the thing is, if people might, like, with all the advice that you give and shit like that and or whatever, people might actually want to just support you. So it keeps you doing it for longer. It
would be nice, wouldn't it?
It's not like you're money grabbing, is it? Like, oh, sub to me now or I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have people. I'll sub to you.
Oh, cheers, mate. You're a nice man.
So,
hi Kazan. So personally, for me, at the minute, I'm just enjoying Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest and Athlete have a very similar playstyle. The only main difference is, of course,
beta working again now?
Yeah, it's not laggy anymore. The only main difference is that Affliction can apply its dots to an indefinite amount of ads a lot quicker with Seed of Corruption, Whereas if you're looking at Vile Taint though, Vile Taint applies agony to 8 targets. Shadow Crush does the same for us, you know. I'm enjoying Shadow Priest a lot more because you can offer a lot more to the group with Shadow. In terms of Embrace, you've got PI, you've got Fears, you've got Dominate Mind, it's mind control. Like, you gain a pet. And some ads in Mythic Plus do a lot of damage. Sorry, I was talking to stream. So personally I'm enjoying Priest, but I, of course, will end up playing both. I was saying sorry for not talking, I was talking to the stream.
Oh no, don't be daft. I understand the assignment.
I'm only streaming until Alexander wakes up, and then I'm going to take him home at 1, and then I'll be streaming again, well 2. And then I'll be streaming
What time
again.
did he wake up?
In about an hour.
Mate, you seen the size of him? Fucking...
It's huge, isn't it?
Did he have a kind of monster?
Yeah, I did.
My allies sacrificed themselves so that I could return these eggs
Start 'em
to their
early, eh?
natural state.
Because I gave it to him, Co, didn't I?
Well, obviously not.
Consume you.
So here I'm going to try and save a
I was
stack.
wondering what it was.
Yeah,
It's all right. Leave him with me. I'll upgrade him to the good stuff.
don't think that's the best idea you've ever had, mate.
Ah, true. Yeah.
Trying to save
Ice consume
a
you.
stack for the ads.
Maybe that's why I need supervision.
Dragon lackey.
Never mind, the healer's died. Yeah, I mean,
Be frozen.
it happens, doesn't it?
I just need to look after myself.
Only death for those who follow order. I am sorry.
How many thingy did you have the other day? Viewers, you had over 100, didn't you? Friday, was it?
85.
My chill.
But I'm assuming I'll have more on like European times, because a lot of my viewers like Europe and NA.
You just literally covered like half the world. Most of your fucking
Brazil.
viewers are from Brazil.
Yeah. True. It's different time zones though. If I stream late at night, they're mostly from NA, aren't they?
You have to start speaking Brazilian soon, you.
That'd be cool, actually. Is that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Shadow Priest, but it's completely up to you, Kazan.
I need to get like motivated.
To do what, mate?
Play World of Warcraft.
Not interfere.
That's a rough one.
Ice consume you.
I don't know how I can help you with that, Chief.
I don't either.
Be frozen and shatter.
Why did he run it? Why did the...
Ice consume you.
Sorry, I'm just ranting.
I know, and I can't see what you're ranting at yet because I haven't got a fucking
You'll see.
Frozen.
like 30 seconds behind.
You'll see.
Wait, I can watch on Twitch now. That'll be
You can.
quicker.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it has a delay or not.
But I need your strength, little ones.
I'll do a compare. Compare the meerkat.
My chill will freeze your bones.
Joe, I've been on your Twitch stream that much that on my homepage, you know, where it's got like your most used like
Yeah.
things. It's your Twitch streams, one of my most viewed.
Yes, I'll take that.
It's like when I want to go on Twitch and I click it, it just goes to your channel.
Consume you.
Yeah,
then
when I
I-
type
then
in
I
it,
have to
that's a good one.
Then I
Yeah.
have to rub your name out and fucking.
Put yours in instead.
Be frozen and shatter. Be frozen and shatter.
Yeah, so on YouTube, the boss is at 64%. On Twitch,
That's on-
it's at 43.
Yeah, it's on 43 now.
My chill will
Oh, it's better. It's easier watching on here to follow.
Ah, good.
But I'll have your YouTube one open as well.
Cheers, bud.
Ice consume you.
You can definitely feel a lack of procs on Mind Seer on this boss team.
Ice consume you.
The elements answer to me!
Be frozen and shatter.
I was wrong on fucking Football Manager 23. Don't come out till November.
Ice consume you.
Asking me? Must be out.
I have. Oh, it's early access, okay.
Be frozen and shatter. Ice consume you.
It's my birthday week on Tuesday, mate.
Happy birthday a week on Tuesday, mate.
What are you getting me?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know.
Better not be a dildo.
That should come from tomorrow.
Frozen and
You actually ordered it.
The stuff, yeah, not...
consume you.
Yeah, no.
This is kind of rough stream. It's on a 15. We don't have a lot of single target damage. And the healer died early on, which is rough. Maybe the tank can solo it though.
Ice consume you.
Hope so, I want to see the rest of the dungeon.
Invoker's good then, or what?
I think they're good at like burst AoE healing, but they lack spot healing. Because they have rewind and reversion, which is good like single target healing. But you've got to,
Ice
it's like preemptive healing.
miserable.
So you probably enjoy it because it's kind of like this. You know, you got to prepare your healing before, and you got to know the mechanics and when burst damage is going to come in. Cheers, Davel, mate. I appreciate it. Helps me out a ton. Yeah, so just for the people watching that care about Shadow Priest, later on tonight I'll be releasing a video just comparing Dragonflight level 70 versus Shadowlands level 60 and how it feels having the extra talents, if the stat prior is the same, you know, not having the legendaries and stuff like that, how it actually makes the spec feel. Because a lot of people have like a bit of a concern that the spec's not going to change, and while the playstyle may not change, it's definitely going to change how it feels, and if it's enjoyable to play versus, you know, what it is on Shadowlands now. So yeah, just keep your eyes open for that later on tonight. It's going to be quite a short one. I know some of my videos have been like 20-25 minutes recently. It's purely just because there was a lot to talk about, but this one I'm going to try and keep to about 10 minutes just so people can watch it in passing. And you don't have to worry about, like, you know, sitting yourself down and spending X amount of time watching it. But it'll have all the information in that you need anyway.
Technically, Dan, if you speed up your 25-minute videos to 1.5, it'll go well quicker.
I fully agree with you, but the last time I did that, somebody said they didn't like the fact that the video was sped up. So I can't win, really, mate.
I'd just love to hear your voice in, like, 1.5.
Hey guys!
Yeah, I can't do that!
Hey guys, it's that! How's it day? I can't carry on doing that, that's...
That's great, that.
Hey guys, it's that! It's the fact that I know what it'd sound like as well, because I've definitely done it. Seems like these dungeons are scaled a little bit difficult on higher keys. Surprise, right?
The elements answer to me!
I don't understand, like... Do I need to... Are you playing beta after you come back?
Yes, mate.
Right, I'll update.
Oh, that'll be really nice to have a healer that knows.
Absolutely nothing
Yep. That'll be
about
fun.
the encounters.
I can explain it as we go on. I can be stream
Okay,
content.
you're a YouTuber, mate, now. You can fucking tell me.
I have got guides up, mate.
You make guides for a living?
It's not guide, is it?
Do you know what would be the dream? Just being able to game for a living and call in work and being like, fuck you, I ain't coming back in.
No, because then you don't get subs the next month, and then you just, you know, you're fucked then, aren't you? It's all good and dandy having subs 1 month, but they need to come back.
Oh shit, yeah, that's what happened to Josh Priest one day.
Okay, you can't say his name on stream.
We're not. Can I not?
No, that's a Twitch thing. Like, you actually can't.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
Fuck.
it's a legal thing.
What?
Yeah. Because he committed
Well, yeah.
yeah. From what I've been
Felony.
told, he committed a felony, yeah.
A felony, yeah.
Keep clearing them out. Do not
Hey
let the
Ty,
final
I have done it, and
Oh,
if
shit,
you
my bad, didn't know that.
it's alright. If you PI your things from beyond, it gains an extra 5 casts. So what I've been doing is, if I have Mindbender up, I'll PI the Mindbender. Of course it's a bit troll, you know, not PIing people in your group, but it is what it is. If I can PI Mindbender, I'll PI Mindbender. If not, I PI the thing from beyond, then I get a few extra casts out of it.
Too far.
Still worth either way. It is completely trolly, and you know, your team members might not like you for it, but yeah. We're here for the content, right? We're not here to make friends.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em, mate.
Halo's a bit shit, innit?
answer to me.
1 minute. I'm dead. Yeah, Darth Mill, it's weird, right? I think a lot of people have played Shadow on the beta, done a few dungeons, and not performed because it's...
Almost to the master.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like 50k overall, and the dungeon isn't finished yet. Not to like talk about numbers, because number tuning's still gonna happen in Mythic Week. But at the same time, Shadow doesn't do bad damage. It brings Vampiric Embrace. For example, I've done 6% overall healing. Could have timed it better. But you bring a Vampiric Embrace, you bring a PI if you're going to PI a different player. You know, you've got a Mind Control, which gives you a pet, which is Shadow is big because you're not replacing a pet for a pet, you're just gaining stuff. Octopus goes brrr. But yeah. Halo's okay, so Halo is neutral damage and single target, so it's insignificant, like you just use it as like a filler. But on healing, it does a lot of good healing, like in raids. Like even in this dungeon, it's done 6%.
Answer to me.
Pretty
Yeah,
tragic if you're taking
Dragonflight.
abilities for healing over damage.
Well, no, in Mythic Plus it does more damage, but in
Oh, yeah,
raids,
no, obviously.
but in raids you are just taking it for the healing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's a bit iffy, but we're a team player, you know.
Yeah, biggest team player here.
Target.
What do you mean?
Right, I'm updating the fucking beta.
Nice one, mate. I just died to cast, feels bad. Hey Zont. So Shadow's doing okay damage wise. So Shadow's damage is there. I don't think that was ever like a
Big
conversation. So the damage is there. It just depends on what you want to play more. So Affliction has more instant dot spread, so you feel like you're gaining more because you can spread corruption straight away with Seed of Corruption. But with Shadow, our Shadow Crash now applies Vampiric Touch and Shadow Web Pain as long as you're taking Misery to 8 targets, so you can instantly get into your damage rotation on. I prefer Shadow, but I'm playing Affliction in Dragonflight as well, so I'll be raiding as Warlock because my guild needs a Warlock. I would be playing Shadow if I could, but my guild needs a Warlock more. So I don't want people thinking that I'm not playing Shadow in a raid because it's not good or it's not better than Warlock. It's just that's what my guild needs. But a lot of my content is still going to be Shadow Priest because I want to push high keys as Shadow. And I wouldn't...
because he's bad at Shadow.
I wouldn't want to push high keys as Shadow if it wasn't capable of that, right? No, it's not. I'm okay at Shadow, at best. Decent at
Yeah.
best.
The last pool is safe. She is exposed. Attack that primalist.
So at the end of the day, mate, it's completely up to you. I'm enjoying Shadow.
I feel like I'm
a
your
lot.
alter ego, you know.
Well, you're my Harvey Dent. My
Yeah.
Two-Face. You're like the good version.
Yeah.
Save that, mate. Yeah, I think Shadow will be viable in keys, especially the higher
Like the
keys that
chicken
you
to your
go,
chips.
because same as every other Dark class, Shadow just scales better in keys. It's been like that for ages, so
I don't have a talk.
I see no reason as to why it'd change now.
Do you want to order me a takeaway, Dan?
Nope.
I will honor the
Not really.
sacrifice
Do
of
you want to order me
my
one?
allies and burn through you myself.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
I've got 10 off Uber Eats.
Corrupt
Oh,
with
yeah, go on,
their
man.
power. You cannot escape the heat.
The only problem is you're going to have to give me your address.
Ooh, actually, I don't know about that.
I said that to Smashy. I was like, look, I'll order you a takeaway, but you've got to give me your address. And he was like, nah.
Yeah, but Tom's got Smashy's address.
My enemies.
Yeah, I know where Smashy lives. I've seen his gaff.
I'll take a picture for you next time I go. I'm meant to be going tomorrow, I think, but I don't know.
But yeah, if you want to give me your address, mate, I'll order you a takeaway.
Oh, cheers, dude. Big friend.
And
Well-
Kira's Snapchat.
What are we getting?
Fire, consume my enemies.
So now I'm gonna get you the most horrible, like, fucking pineapple
Spiciest
and
thing
anchovy
ever.
pizza.
Okay, as if I wouldn't eat it.
What?
As if I wouldn't eat it.
What? You would eat that?
Yeah.
Ew.
Free food,
It's like the
innit?
worst pizza that I could think of, and you eat it.
Yeah. Nah, the worst one you can think of is like anchovies and stuff like that, innit? Minging.
That's what I just said. Pineapple and anchovies.
Oh yeah, I'd still eat it. I'll just pick the anchovies off though. Mate, you underestimate how much I like free food.
You cannot escape the heat. And to the flame.
But yeah, I do think Shadow will be viable in higher keys,
You got to Worlds last night.
if not competitive. I didn't, mate, no.
You cannot escape the heat. Be overwhelmed
Thanks
by
for the sub, mate.
fire, consume my enemies. And to the flame.
Getting all the subscribers today, pal.
Throw YouTube on, so.
Fire, consume
Oh, is that what it is?
my
YouTube.
enemies.
Oh, I
I
thought
wish
it was,
it was
why is it?
Twitch.
It's coming up on your Twitch though.
Yeah, it's just so. Okay, we're just wiping because people didn't stack with the debuff.
Be overwhelmed by the flame.
It still matters.
Fire, consume my enemies.
Missing fortitude, missing shadow form.
Yeah.
Snuffed out too soon.
Not gonna res then, no. Okay. No, so Zon, Hun, I think Shadow will be competitive in high keys. Shadow is just better the higher key you go, so the higher difficulty you go, the better it's going to be. It's going to do more damage, Ad's going to live for longer. So, yeah. So it's the opposite way of what you said. It's going to be really good in higher keys, and it's going to drop a little bit in the lower keys. When things die too quickly, you know.
I wonder what Deliveroo's sign up offer is.
Check it out, mate.
I am.
Good.
I got like an old SIM card, found an old SIM card, so I've just been abusing like
Oh, shit. Do it for Get Here. Get Here is the best ones.
Get it.
Yeah. It's like a it's like a delivery app, so like you order from like Co-op or Tesco or something. But it has a warehouse and it just like gives you all the shit. But with a new SIM, sometimes it's like you get, what is it, like £15 off when you spend 20 quid or something like that.
Oh,
So-
I think I've used this with Aaron. I don't think there's one near me.
Yeah, because you get like 25 quid worth of shopping for a fiver. For like
Yeah,
a new,
it's not near me.
Oh, that sucks.
Fuck.
Feels
Yeah,
bad, man.
It's only because I'm in fucking Cheltenham. It's fucking timing.
Yeah, you just need to move, mate.
Needs to get closer.
Oh, I accidentally pulled too much. We might die here. And it is almost certainly my fault. Not stream. I am to blame for that. I will take responsibility. But at the same time, I don't want to take responsibility.
The elements answer to me!
Fancy pizza, you know.
Then get a pizza.
I am.
You're all mouth you.
You are?
Said you're all mouth you.
Well, I'm not. I'll be all pizza in a minute.
Yeah, it's a bit rough when there's no kickerinos going on. I could have probably kicked that cast
No
though.
kickerinos.
Yeah, I probably could have kicked that cast. That's probably on me.
Yeah, you probably could, mate. Pretty shit at the game,
I'm
aren't you?
beating an enhance on overall. Let me take that.
Oh, Pizza Express, not a dino. Hot minute. Oh my god, they do the half price on dough
You
balls.
take that right stream. Dough balls are really nice.
Oh no.
Had the ones from Domino's.
Nah, not the ones from Domino's.
Neither do we, but sometimes we get it, and then we just pour for the rest of the month.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's a remortgage you gaff.
We're not timing this key, that's a real feels bad.
The elements answer to me!
Thank you for the sub.
Thanks for the sub, MT Harley. I was literally just saying it. Why
just before you?
we're just all getting stunned. Melee just don't like moving. I don't know if I prefer the affix now that it goes on all 5 people.
Oh, my brother, I don't know what to have. I don't want pizza anymore.
Get a kebab.
Oh, nah, because I had a kebab the other day.
So that means you can't have one today.
No, I just don't want one today. Because for reasons that I probably can't say on stream.
Okay.
Just imagine the eye of a needle.
Yeah.
Your
Oh,
false
I know.
queen cannot stop us. We are the truth. Deal with these
Shall we do a 24-hour stream for charity?
Sure, mate.
My pleasure.
I'll do it.
I'd do it if you were actually going to do it.
Why wouldn't I? I can
don't
stay
know.
awake longer than you. I work nights.
Yeah, but you have a child.
That doesn't mean nothing.
Well, a very young child.
Healer, please. I don't get stunned.
Mine's alright, he fends for himself.
Oh, does he?
Caught him in the back of the yard the other day with a spear trying to hunt a squirrel.
Get blown away.
Hello, Anthony. How's it going?
That's enough.
Scandalous, some of these prices. £5 for large chips. Oh, you're off your fucking head, you.
Take her.
Oh, yes, they do the 10 mini fillets for a tenner again.
Change. That's enough. Ha! Knocked you. Get blown away. Two is better than one. Help me, Kairaka. That's enough. Feel my wrath. Take off.
Oh, man.
That's enough. It was worthless to try.
Turns out you can't reset that, boss.
Is Kira hungry?
She's eating now.
Huh?
She's eating now.
Oh. I was gonna order for you, but
No,
no
you
point
ain't.
now, is there? Oh, fucking, why would I... I'm not gonna order for you, not her, am I?
I wasn't after you ordering me anything.
Yeah, well, I get fucking sign-up offers and shit off mad places. Like, I'll get... Just fucking do it off Get Here for yourself.
Your false queen cannot stop us.
You're a nice man.
We are the truth.
How's Kaelin doing anyway, pal?
He's good. Cheers, dude. Filling out, you know. Bit colicky.
I didn't ask about Alexander because I know. I've seen him. Oh, he's colic, has he? You got the anti-colic bottles?
We do, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
We did have Infocol as well, but that seemed to make it worse. Like, we found he was throwing up more with the Infocol than without.
Urquhart, deal with it. Man. My pleasure.
Oh, so is it like dead whingy at the moment then?
No, not like that. Like, just kind of hard to bring up his wind, and like he's
Oh,
like
yeah,
grunting
yeah.
a lot, and yeah.
One of the symptoms is like proper crying all the time.
No, it's not that bad.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, I think it'd be a little bit more emotionally demanding if that was the case.
Oh, 100%.
Don't know how I got kicked though.
And Kira had a bit of jaundice when she was born, but she put her in an incubator for like a day or two just to get some UV. And,
Yeah.
she was fine after that.
Kaelin had a little bit like on his nose, but they said like just put his Moses basket like in front of the living room window and that, and just get some daylight in, you know.
None of my babies cried when they were born. They were both silent, dead chill.
Scary, innit?
Yeah, fucking shit scary, yeah.
Because you don't know why they're not.
I was expected to hear her cry and you just don't. I was like, oh my god.
That's enough. Get blown away. Marked. That's enough. Take off. That's enough.
Yeah, the dragon's bugged here team. Hey Moritz. Yeah, I mean, it's really fun, honestly. And if you get into like a good groove with a good like tank, and you know, even if you're on Discord, it makes the world of difference, right? Because you know what the tank's going to pull. You can prep your CDs, and if you're doing this with like the same people over the course of a patch, you just get used to the pulls, and you get used to when to use your cooldowns in a dungeon. Because at the minute, all these dungeons, it's hard to know when to use cooldowns because you know you don't have the muscle memory there.
Oh, I got raid tonight. Bollocks.
We can't kill the man because it's bugged.
That's enough. Get blown away.
But yeah, keep looking forward to playing Shadow, man. It's good. It is fun. Single target rotation's a little bit stiff with the fact that you've got kind of bad insanity gen, but generally it's fun, engaging.
Take off.
Technically, that counts as finishing the dungeon, right, team?
That's enough. Ha! Knocked you down. Get blown away.
Like, I'm 99% sure this counts as finishing the dungeon.
It was worthless to try.
There we are, we did our bit, we reported it. Did our bit for society. Well, stream, I'm gonna call it there. I've gotta go and do some IRL stuff, but I'll probably be streaming again tonight. Definitely be doing some more dungeons on the beta, looking at the change, like some of the differences between live and beta, and I'll be putting up that video as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you get the notification. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day,